Many of us have always believed that bathing every day is a good habit to maintain cleanliness and health. But for seniors, especially after the age of 60, is that still true? This video opens up an entirely new perspective. Daily bathing may not be as safe as you think. A habit that seems harmless actually carries potential risks related to blood pressure, skin health, and even safety while moving in the bathroom. This is not just medical information, it's a gentle reminder that our bodies, as they age, need to be cared for differently with more gentleness and understanding. If you or your loved ones are elderly, watch the video until the end to understand why a small change in bathing habits can make a big difference in daily safety and well-being. Daily bathing has long been considered a symbol of cleanliness and a healthy lifestyle. However, as we grow older, the body no longer responds the same way it did in our youth. For seniors, especially those over the age of 65, bathing every day, particularly with hot water, can actually pose serious health risks. The first concern is a sudden drop in blood pressure. When elderly people bathe with hot water, their blood vessels expand, causing blood pressure to fall rapidly. This can lead to dizziness, lightheadedness, and dangerous falls, especially in slippery bathroom environments. Many hospitalizations in seniors stem from losing balance after stepping out of the shower. The second issue is dry, cracked skin and infection risk. Aging skin naturally loses moisture and elasticity. Frequent exposure to hot water and harsh soaps strips away the skin's natural protective oils, leaving it dry, flaky, and more vulnerable to irritation or bacterial infection. Even more concerning, medical studies have shown that elderly individuals who bathe daily have up to 35% lower skin resistance compared to those who bathe only 2.3 times per week. This means that maintaining the habit of daily bathing does not necessarily equate to better health. In fact, it may have the opposite effect. Therefore, rather than rigidly following old habits, seniors should aim for balance. Bathe when necessary. Use mild, pH-balanced soaps, and take special care to protect their delicate skin. Gentle, mindful hygiene practices will provide more comfort and long-term safety than over-cleansing, which can lead to serious consequences. While daily bathing is often viewed as a sign of cleanliness, science tells us that this habit may not be ideal for the aging body. Several medical studies and real-life cases have revealed how frequent bathing can compromise the skin's natural defenses, especially in seniors. As people age, the skin undergoes changes. It becomes thinner, drier, and less capable of retaining moisture and healing itself. When exposed daily to hot water and harsh soaps, the skin's protective barrier is stripped away, leading to dryness, irritation, and a weakened immune response. One study mentioned in the video found that elderly individuals who bathed daily had skin resistance up to 35% lower than those who bathed just 2 to 3 times per week. This statistic is a stark reminder that more bathing does not equal better health. In fact, it can mean higher risk of infection. Skin serves as the first line of defense against external bacteria, and once its barrier is compromised, the body becomes more vulnerable. A particularly alarming case involved a 78-year-old woman who developed severe dermatitis due to overbathing. Her daily routine, which included using scented soap and long, hot showers, caused extreme dryness and inflammation that required medical treatment. Her story is not unique. Many elderly individuals experience similar conditions, often without realizing that their hygiene habits are the root cause. Because of these risks, health professionals now recommend limiting full-body bathing for seniors to 2-3 times per week, depending on individual needs and health conditions. On non-bathing days, it's enough to gently clean areas prone to odor or bacteria such as the underarms, feet, and groin. More importantly, soaps used should be mild, unscented, and pH balanced to avoid irritating sensitive skin. Proper moisturizing also plays a vital role in skin protection. Applying lotion within 3 minutes after bathing helps lock in moisture and restores the skin's barrier. It is a simple habit, but one that significantly reduces the risk of dryness and infection. In conclusion, both science and real-life experiences confirm that daily bathing can harm rather than help older adults. By adjusting bathing routines with awareness and care, seniors can preserve their skin's health and overall well-being, staying clean, comfortable, and protected without overexposing their bodies to unnecessary stress. While the bathroom is often considered a place of cleanliness and relaxation, for the elderly, it can be one of the most dangerous areas in the home. Studies show that up to 38% of falls in seniors happen during or right after bathing, making it a serious safety concern. This high number is not a coincidence. It reflects the physical vulnerabilities that come with aging, including reduced balance, slower reflexes, and changes in blood pressure. One key factor is the sudden drop in blood pressure that can occur after bathing with hot water. As blood vessels dilate in response to heat, the pressure decreases, causing dizziness or lightheadedness. Combined with slippery floors and the lack of support in many bathrooms, the risk of falling increases significantly. Real-life cases illustrate the danger clearly. In one example, an 88-year-old man suffered a serious hip injury after slipping while getting out of the bathtub. His accident not only required surgery but also led to long-term mobility issues and a loss of independence. Unfortunately, such incidents are all too common. Thankfully, there are practical solutions that can dramatically reduce these risks. First and foremost is bathroom modification. Installing non-slip mats on the floor and inside the shower or tub area helps prevent accidental slips. Adding grab bars or handrails near the bathtub, toilet, and shower provides essential support when standing or moving. A shower chair or bench allows the elderly to bathe while seated, minimizing fatigue and instability. In addition to equipment, small behavioral changes also make a big difference. Seniors should be encouraged to move slowly before and after bathing, especially when transitioning between positions. The bathroom should be well lit, dry, and warm to avoid sudden temperature shocks. The bathroom, often seen as a place of cleanliness and privacy, can actually be one of the most dangerous areas in the home for elderly individuals. According to health data cited in the video, up to 38% of falls among seniors happen during or right after bathing. This statistic is alarming but not surprising, considering the physical changes that come with age. As people grow older, they experience reduced muscle strength, balance issues, and slower reaction times. These factors, combined with wet floors, poor lighting, or a lack of support equipment, create a perfect storm for accidents. One of the biggest risks during bathing is a sudden drop in blood pressure, especially after exposure to hot water. When blood vessels expand due to heat, the body may respond with dizziness or even fainting. For seniors, this can lead to dangerous slips, especially when stepping out of a shower or bathtub. Real-life incidents emphasize this risk. For example, the video mentions an 88-year-old man who suffered a serious fall while exiting his bathtub. resulting in a hip injury that significantly affected his mobility and independence. This story mirrors the experiences of many seniors, whose lives changed drastically after a single fall. Fortunately, many of these accidents are preventable through simple safety measures. Installing non-slip mats both inside and outside the shower area is essential. Adding handrails or grab bars provides critical support when moving or standing. A shower chair allows elderly people to sit while bathing, reducing fatigue and the need to balance on wet surfaces. Other important precautions include keeping the bathroom well lit, moving slowly, and ensuring the floor stays dry. Seniors should never rush when entering or exiting the shower, and in cases of limited mobility or previous falls, a caregiver or family member may need to be nearby to assist. In summary, bathing should be a time for refreshment, not danger. With awareness, preparation, and a few thoughtful adjustments, we can help our elderly loved ones stay safe, preserve their dignity, and maintain independence in one of the most intimate parts of their daily routine. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive, and even everyday routines like bathing require thoughtful adjustments to ensure safety and comfort. For seniors, especially those over the age of 70, bathing should no longer follow rigid habits from younger years. Instead, it should be approached with awareness, moderation, and care. The goal is not just cleanliness but overall well-being and injury prevention. One of the first and most important changes is regulating water temperature. Hot water may seem comforting, but for seniors, it can lead to vasodilation and a sudden drop in blood pressure, increasing the risk of dizziness or fainting. Therefore, warm not hot water is recommended. Likewise, shortening bath time to 5–10 minutes can help prevent fatigue, dehydration, or overheating. Elderly individuals also do not need to use soap all over the body during every bath. Overuse of harsh soaps can strip away natural oils, leading to dry, flaky, and irritated skin. Instead, mild, pH-balanced cleansers should be used, and only on areas where sweat and bacteria tend to accumulate, such as the underarms, groin, and feet. Safety in the bathroom is critical. Wet floors, slippery surfaces, and the need to move between sitting and standing positions all present real dangers. Installing non-slip mats, grab bars, and using a shower chair can dramatically reduce the risk of accidents. A handheld shower head makes rinsing easier and safer for those with limited mobility. After bathing, the body is especially vulnerable to temperature changes and heat loss. Particularly in cooler weather, seniors should dry off immediately with a warm, soft towel, wear dry clothes quickly, and avoid drafts. Applying moisturizer within 3 minutes of bathing helps to lock in skin moisture and prevent dryness. Drinking a warm beverage like herbal tea after bathing can help regulate body temperature from within. These small, mindful practices ensure that bathing becomes an act of gentle self-care, rather than a risky chore. For seniors, maintaining personal hygiene doesn't mean following rigid routines, it means understanding what the body needs at this stage of life. By adapting bathing habits with thoughtfulness and proper equipment, elderly individuals can enjoy safety, comfort, and independence in their daily routines. Bathing does not end when the water is turned off, especially for the elderly. In fact, the moments immediately after a bath are just as important as the bath itself, particularly when it comes to maintaining warmth, preventing illness, and protecting sensitive skin. Seniors are more vulnerable to heat loss and temperature fluctuations, especially in colder or humid climates. Therefore, proper post-bath care is essential to safeguard health and comfort. One of the first things to address is the temperature of the environment. Before bathing, the bathroom should be slightly warmed up to prevent the shock of moving between hot water and cool air. After bathing, seniors should be dried off quickly using a soft, absorbent towel, and then immediately dressed in warm, dry clothing to preserve body heat. Special attention should be given to drying the hair, as the head is a major source of heat loss. Next comes skincare, a critical step often overlooked. As we age, the skin loses its ability to retain moisture. To counter this, a moisturizer should be applied within 3 minutes after bathing, while the skin is still slightly damp. This helps lock in hydration, prevent flaking and cracking, and maintain the skin's protective barrier. Fragrance-free and hypoallergenic lotions are best suited for elderly skin. Additionally, to help stabilize internal temperature and promote relaxation, drinking a glass of warm water or herbal tea after the bath can be incredibly beneficial. This not only warms the body from the inside but also supports circulation and overall well-being. These simple post-bath habits may seem small, but they make a significant difference. They help the elderly avoid chills, skin issues, and discomfort, while also creating a soothing and calming routine. Bathing should never be rushed, nor should it leave one feeling cold or unwell afterward. Instead, it should be followed by warmth, care, and nourishment. In conclusion, post-bath care is a vital part of daily hygiene for seniors. By taking a few thoughtful steps, keeping warm, moisturizing promptly, and staying hydrated, older adults can turn a simple bath into a holistic ritual of self-care and protection, supporting both physical and emotional health. In old age, health is not only about taking medicine or eating the right foods, it's also about how we care for ourselves in the little moments. Bathing, something so routine, becomes much more meaningful as we grow older. It is no longer about following a fixed schedule or trying to meet rigid hygiene standards. Instead, it becomes a gentle act of self-respect, mindfulness, and protection. The key message is clear: bathe wisely, not excessively. Aging bodies need care, not pressure. A daily bath may have worked in younger years, but in later life, it can do more harm than good. The risk of falling, skin damage, or sudden drops in blood pressure can all result from simply trying to stay clean. That's why understanding our limits and listening to our bodies is essential. Seniors shouldn't feel guilty for bathing less frequently. In fact, it's often the safer and healthier choice. More importantly, bathing should be a time to slow down and feel comforted. It's an opportunity to check in with the body, soothe tired muscles, and reconnect with a sense of calm. By turning bathing into a ritual of love using warm water, soft towels, mild soaps, and moisturizing gently, elderly individuals can protect their health while nurturing their spirit. There is no single right way to bathe in old age. What matters most is intention and awareness. Whether it's 2-3 times a week or as needed, the goal is always to stay safe, stay warm, and feel cared for. When done mindfully, bathing becomes not just a hygienic task but an act of gratitude toward the body that has carried us through the years. In the end, aging gracefully means embracing changes with compassion. Bathing with care is one simple but powerful way to honor the body, promote dignity, and continue living with comfort and confidence. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones so they too can learn how to care for themselves better. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Wishing you good health, peace, and happiness every single day.